Welcome back to News 46. Worldwide euthanasia and physician-assisted suicide are increasingly being legalized, but remain controversial. A new study examined how the public's attitude towards the practices has changed, as well as what types of patients that are using the procedures and why.
This health tip is brought to you by
Desert View Hospital and Mountain Valley Physicians Group. Don't put your health on hold. We have time for you. Call us to schedule your appointment. 775-751-7100.
There's been an increase in legalization of euthanasia and assisted suicide in developed countries.
Both are legal in the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, Colombia, and Canada. Switzerland, along with 5 U.S. states, Oregon, Washington, Montana, Vermont, and California, offer physician-assisted suicide. Dr. Ezekiel Emanuel and his colleagues from the University of Pennsylvania reviewed all available data on these interventions from the late 1940s through 2016.
Public support for euthanasia and assisted suicide is quite interesting. It's more supportive of euthanasia. It increased from 1947 to about 1990 and then plateaued. And over the last few years, there's been about a 5 or 10% decline in support.
The interventions are rare. In the Netherlands and Belgium, less than 5% of all deaths are by assisted suicide or euthanasia. In Washington and Oregon, only 3 in 1,000 deaths are by assisted suicide. However, not every case is reported, so it's impossible to tell if these are true rates.
70 to 75% of the patients who get assisted suicide or euthanasia, no matter what the country, tend to be patients with cancer. It's people who really have sort of given up on life, or they fear the loss of autonomy and dignity.
They tend to be older, white, well-educated, and well-insured.
We know these aren't flawless procedures. We know that they have mistakes and complications. We just don't know the exact rate and the full nature of them. Worries about widespread abuse of these practices, that people who don't have insurance or poor people might be predominantly targeted, do not seem to be borne out by the data.
Dr. Emanuel also says these practices occur whether they are legal or not.
It behooves us to actually look at the practices and try to understand how they work, how well they work, what the problems are, before we rush to legalize it in a lot of other countries.
Catherine Dolf, The JAMA Report.
Study authors say public support for these interventions is about 65%, but the support is much less among physicians. We have a happy ending to a dog that has been missing since July 23rd. The stolen dog Dude has been located. Last night, a Facebook user contacted myself to say that they had seen a post that mentioned the missing dog and a name of a local man who was said to be keeping him. Flyers and social media posts throughout Pahrump have prompted many to go searching for the dog named Dude unsuccessfully. I recognized the name of the local resident and was able to contact a local business owner who gave me the phone number of the person holding Dude. News 46 went to the man's house and retrieved Dude from the home and happily returned him to the owners. The person that was holding Dude knew of the search for him, and Dude was also wearing a collar with his phone number on it. An employee at Horizon Market, where Dude was stolen from, identified the people who took the dog and told them not to take it. Animal Control would like the public to know that if you pick up an animal, by law, you must contact Animal Control to let them know you have the animal so that the owners can retrieve them. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And thank you to Ace Hampton, Barbara Farley, and Daryl Kepner, and everyone for helping out to locate Dude. We'll keep you posted on this story. Well, a family dog left in the care of a Henderson Animal Control officer died after he was forgotten in a hot city vehicle until the next morning. According to the city, on July 29th, the 9-year-old Shih Tzu died in the care of the Animal Control officer. The dog, whose family calls him Mr. Chops, was picked up as a stray and transported to a local veterinarian in Henderson. The dog was picked up then by the Animal Control officer to be transported to their facility until the owner could pick up the dog. After returning to the facility, the dog was unintentionally left inside the kennel in the vehicle. The next day, the dog was discovered deceased. The city said nothing like this has ever happened, and they are investigating to ensure it never happens again. They have been around since 1953 and average about 4,000 animal intakes per year, and over 2,300 of them are dogs. The family, who are grieving, stated that they do not want the mistake to cause the officer his job. A new public administrator has been appointed to fill the remainder of the term for Robin Rudolph, who resigned as of August 1st.
Item 15, possible action and discussion in relation to appoint a suitable person.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes. This is for the public administrator.
This is for the public administrator. We have Ginger Stumey, who provides us some continuity. While she's there, has been recommended by the resigning public administrator, who I was sorry to see go. We also have David Hebert, and he looks great on paper, and I would encourage David to please sign up as a deputy and get to know this county and this process. So I will make a motion to appoint Ginger Stumey for the remainder of the term.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other comment? Any public comment? Board? What's your pleasure?
Aye.
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 You know what you're getting into?
I do. I've been doing it for a year.
So
Somebody has to
instead of
speak
congratulations, condolence.
And I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a lot of hard work for no money.
News 46 will return in just a moment with another Board of County Commissioners decision.